What's up? I'm Pro Trainer Coach Colin Castell, and today you're going to learn how to torch defenders with this illegal move. All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to install a move into your game that a lot of people think is illegal and they train it wrong, but it's actually not. And it's one that you'll get away with pretty much every game that you play and can be a massive advantage because a lot of players on defense aren't looking for it. And that's the simple step through. Now, I know what you're thinking. Coach, I know what a step through is, I know where to use it, blah, blah, blah. But I got to tell you, you're probably not using it and you're probably not using it right. And so here's the whole key. A step through is basically, once I come to a stop, whatever it is, you know, could be a 1-2, could be a jump stop. Most players think that they have to let the ball go before their pivot foot comes off the ground. It's kind of a common misconception, right? And so essentially they think like, okay, I get here, maybe I'm gonna step through, I've got to jump right here to go up into my shot. It's not true. You can actually lift your pivot foot up in most gameplay. Depending on your league, you want to double check the rules, but you can lift your pivot foot as long as it doesn't come back down before the ball's released. And so a lot of players have so much extra room for creativity if they knew this one secret hack. So if I come in and I jump stop, I can actually like pump fake this way, I can rip high, I can step through, and I can actually extend all the way out to get a bunch of distance from my defender, right? I could also add, let's say, a double pivot to it. I could come in, I could come here, I could pivot, I could rotate around, and then I could step through this way as long as the ball comes out of my hand before the foot comes up. So what a lot of players don't realize is A, they can pivot multiple times, and B, they can lift their pivot foot up. It just has to release the ball before it comes back down. Now here's another little pro tip. You don't even necessarily have to shoot. You can use this step through to get better angles to pass to, right? Let's say I'm driving this direction and I jump stop and I've got to skip past to the corner that I want to make. This one might be pretty hard. If I get here, maybe I don't get enough space. I could actually take one step and jump to get further space to make that read, make that decision, right? So a lot of players just don't play out of their pivot enough, and then they think that they're limited once they have picked up their dribble. So the step through is incredibly powerful. There's a Twitter account called Step Through Joe, where he actually only post moves of players doing step throughs over and over again because there's so many people that think it's a travel. So with this new concept, there's 2 moves I want you to master to easily add between 4 and 6 points to your scoring average every single game. Now the first one is the step back fadeaway. So a lot of times you'll see like in the NBA, a lot of players use this. They come to a jump stop, the defender slides this way, they reverse pivot, and they think they need to shoot right here. But actually you can rock onto your back foot, kind of like the Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway, and then get that extra space and get that balance to knock it down going that direction. Again, if we come 2 feet at the same time, we just want to make sure that this pivot foot doesn't come down before the ball's released, which is actually pretty natural. It's going to feel pretty fluid. So this first move, the fadeaway, you're going to work on driving one direction into the paint. You're going to come to a 2-footed jump stop, staying low. You're going to pivot away from the defender, rock to your back foot on balance, knock it down nice and smooth. Master that move, it's easily worth 2 to 4 points a game. Simple. All right, so the second move begins the exact same way. So it's a great counter off of that fadeaway. So I'm gonna begin my drive, moving to the right. I'm gonna come to a 2-footed jump stop. But as I do, I'm gonna begin rocking and I'm gonna catch in a 2-footed split with my hand on top of the ball, right? So it kind of looks like I'm beginning to fade, but I'm splitting my feet kind of like this back towards the basket. From here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna establish this foot as my pivot foot. I'm going to pivot to the outside like this. I'm gonna live a little pump fake, and then I'm gonna take one more step and extendo finish towards the basket. This is a move that will break the defender's brain most of the time. They're not used to people doing 2 pivots in a row. And so 9 times out of 10, when you drive and you hit this, they'll freeze. As you go here, they'll press up on your body and it'll allow you just open space to slide right by for an easy layup because they're out of position. Again, you want to be low, you want to be explosive, and you want to push out coming out of that second pivot. If you want to score like a pro, you got to train like a pro. That's why we teamed up with our guys over at Pro Class to bring you the Pro Class Scoring Pack. It's the perfect workout. It's going to help you maximize your workout to essentially score just like some of the best basketball players on the planet. And you're going to be training with guys like Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, DeMar DeRozan, CJ McCollum, just to name a few. So click the link in the description down below and get 100% free access. Also, if you're new to ShotMechanics, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell notification. You know we put the best content out there and you're not gonna wanna miss any of it. And also, leave a comment on this video down below and let me know what you wanna see next. This channel for the people, by the people, and I run pretty much everything off a request, so leave it down below and hopefully I'll get to it. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castell. Thanks for watching, and until next time, splash on.